should know about a lover like this. That's what it means. You should know about a lover like this. Search for love in all the worst places you'll find it. Too temporary, not enough. So many promised you forever, but it's kind of a lie, and it's a bluff. Oh, you're spending so much time in mirrors, think you're lacking. Your self-esteem is going down. You're sinking deeper into darkness, lost your passion. No one to take you off the ground. You came down, but you're up on your 2 feet. Life laid down, so you could rise again. Who came down? Whose life laid down? Yes, Lord. You remember that? Have me singing, yeah. You should know about a lover like this. Oh yeah. You should know about a lover like this.
Don't you love feel-good music?
I love feel-good music.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, John Mark, nice.
Honestly, I know you guys love feel-good music. That was the sound of our own John Mark Wigan with Love Like This. Rise and shine, sunrisers. Happy Tuesday. And thank you for choosing to rise and shine with us this Tuesday morning.
You know what annoying about John Mark? Annoying. You know what annoying about John Mark?
That he's so gifted.
You ever meet him in person? Like I just talked to you?
I have been here for him doing an entire live performance. I've also been here while he was preaching.
Oh yeah?
And he literally had me in the palm of his hand.
Really? I never had that experience. Sam the other day at Statement Pieces and we were chatting. You ever notice him talk just like how him sing? Like him sing like
I didn't notice.
Man, where sing to me like just talk about like he's consistent.
Yeah.
Like
Hello Dennis, how do you do? It is so nice to see you. Come on now, let's fit these clothes.
Do you like this shirt?
Oh, I don't know.
No, the singing is better. No, but seriously, good youth.
Mo, but I have a confession.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I think you've probably heard me say this before because I say it all the time.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I could really sing it. I would never speak,
It
Dennis.
would just be High School Musical.
Oh, I would never speak. Have you had your breakfast yet? Breakfast yet? Breakfast yet? Well, hop across to Mars. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Yeah. It's like me, if I could dance, man, I'd be dancing right now. I could dance. If I could dance, yeah, man.
Oh, man.
But I always say, God makes sure I can dance to keep me humble.
Yeah, humble.
Because if me could have dance on top of everything,
you can't have anything.
You understand? Like, if me never have that little belly, imagine me with a six-pack, you couldn't manage me.
Speaking of feel-good music, so this morning at 3 o'clock, I'm scrolling my phone, and I saw this video that literally made me feel so fuzzy inside. It was a video of Kevin Bacon. He apparently does this thing.
I saw it. I didn't know he did it. Yeah.
And he was going over the album, The Harder They Come, talking about Jimmy Cliff, and he was going through it track for track. By the way, it's also my vibes, because you know I'm a vinyl collector. So it was a vinyl that he had playing track for track, and I was just like, this feels fantastic, watching him go through and as sure as the
I think we found it. Let's jump to it.
So nice.
Hey, it's Kev. I'm back for another edition of Monday Blues, and recently I have been pointing out what I consider to be classic albums. Maybe you don't agree, that's okay. I would love to hear from you, but when I first heard the first song on this Harder They Come soundtrack, I didn't really know anything about Caribbean music, certainly not reggae, and this song just sounded so different. Man, I just played this album to death. Johnny Too Bad.
Walking on the road with the right chicken ways.
And of course, this is one of those instances when you hear the song and then you just have to go out and see the movie. buy the record, and see the movie. Shantytown, Jamaica, where the best grass in the world sells for $2 an ounce in the street, where shooting a film can be held up when an actor is shot. Crazy movie. Amazing album. And Jimmy Cliff doing The Harder They Come. And this is just a beautiful song. Rivers of Babylon, of course, you know, I have no idea what the Rivers of Babylon are, but I just always love this one. Hard to stay still. Good stuff.
Kevin Bacon.
You know what I love about that?
Yeah.
I always say that when you create a piece of art, you create magic because it's timeless. Look how long ago that is. And look at his appreciation for it. Look at how he's vibing to the music.
It's relevant.
I love when he goes, Babylon, and snappy. I'm just like, this is what creating art does.
Yes.
I love that.
And I always say, create something, put it on, create something, give it to the world 40 years from now.
Yeah.
You don't know what it's going to be like in 2076 when somebody needs this specific thing.
Correct.
Always say it. And I'm like, I saw it because Jimmy Cliff's daughter.
Oh, that's how it came in my timeline too, Odessa.
I saw Odessa.
Good morning,
post it.
Odessa, and obviously good morning to Sir Jimmy Cliff as well.
And so what I did was I reposted it and tagged Justine Hensel, who is Perry Hensel's daughter. You know, so.
And Perry Hensel would have been the director,
producer.
Of the film.
Yeah. So special thank you to Best Buds for, in the words of Jane Michelle, for zhuzhing up our set with these beautiful fresh cut flowers. Check them out today at any of their convenient locations. 6.5 Lady Musgrave Road, Kingston 10, Shop 8 in the Super Value Center, or in Millennium Mall in May Pen. So, you know, I have a lot of ratings for the people who work behind the scenes because they come here regardless of how they feel.
Agreed.
And how they look. Would you look at Cup Soup Boss? He looks absolutely horrid. But he's here. His face is full up like a crushed up piece of paper.
Hey, take that serious.
Look at Cup Soup Boss.
Yes.
Mighty God. Mighty God. No, man. And he crisscross his face is crisscross this morning, but he is here, and that's what we call showing up. And in honor of Tuesday, our motivational quote of the day is: the people you surround yourself with will influence your behaviors. So choose friends who have healthy habits. That's from Dan Butner, American New York Times best-selling author, Emmy Award-winning public speaker. And that's my message, brought to you by
Cup Soup Boss.
Cup Soup Boss's Knitted Brow. Man.
What I love is the music in the background.
Because you have to make it deep and profound.
All he needed now was a spotlight at overhead. That's all he needed. Oh my gosh. Dennis.
Yeah.
No, Matthew, let me tell you something. Remember, saying you have the control in it. You control the camera. So all I have to do after this is make Dennis look so wobbly. Wobbly.
Big up Cup Soup. One Cup Soup Boss. Big up yourself. Team Brazil. Team Brazil. CVM.
All right, we're losing it. Wait. Pull it in.
Pull it back. Pull it back. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen.
I can't. Dennis is a great man.
She was in her early 70s. Jamaica's children have lost one of their most heroic and dedicated child rights advocates, and the country a dedicated, multifaceted developmental giant. And founder of Hear the Children's Cry, Betty Ann Blaine, has passed. She passed away yesterday morning in the United States. Mrs. Blaine passed at her daughter's home in Georgia following a long illness. She was 75, and she was a leading advocate and activist for the welfare of children and their families and for the eradication of poverty. Her body of work also included over 30 years as an academic and developmental specialist specializing in the history of Southern Africa. She was a leader in the Jamaican NGO community, pushing values of honesty, accountability, and transparency in national affairs. She was a legend in her own right. You know what I think when I think of Betty Ann Blaine passing? I think that there's a generation that is leaving us.
Yes.
And the generation of people who, young producers, know, call her for this,
yes.
call him for that. These people are going. And my question is, will you replace them? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. You know?
Yeah, it's a big loss, big loss.
Big shoes to fill.
Loss.
Big shoes to fill. Yeah?
And it's funny how the way you say it, it's so true. I remember growing up and Betty Ann Blaine being the voice.
Yeah.
For
something happened to children, you have to call Betty Ann Blaine. You have to call her. I worked with her for a number of years at another place. She was the host of a call-in show at the time called On the Agenda. People would call, and she would always be championing the rights of the interests of family.
Yes.
And she was saying, you know, that many of our problems in this society go back to family. And if we fix the family, we fix the society. That was one of her, you know, overarching philosophies. Fix the family, fix the society.
It's often said that another thing that fixes a society is literacy and education. And speaking of which, the Jamaica Library Service, they are, again, still, they've extended their reading competition. There is a national reading competition happening. They've extended the entries to May 18. So if you do have a submission that you'd like to put in for the national reading competition, please enter that now. Sign up before May 18.
All right, gotcha. We're going to send belated birthday greetings to one of our very own. Of course, we started off with him, John Mark. Yeah, he celebrated his birthday yesterday. But you know how him stay? I'm very quiet. The CVM family, the Holy Road crew, and of course, Patty, Pat, Patricia would like to send you belated wishes and pray that you live to see many more blessings in good health and strength, of course.
It's also Winston Riley's birthday.
Yeah.
Winston Riley.
Jamaica, he would have been his birthday.
Yeah, it would have been his birthday. He passed in 2012, but he was a Jamaican singer, songwriter, and record producer, and is hailed as one of the most successful reggae producers. His Stalag Rhythm, is the most sampled, the most sampled reggae songs of all time.
All right, so big up. All right, it's now time for one of your favorite moments in the morning. It's time for the mixtape. And in that regard, we are going to throw it to none other than John Mark. It's a John Mark mix this morning. Rim up selector.
It just makes sense.